Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Rangba Kajela Conrad Sangma hak Sngi sajan harangkat bagi kato kini kinong mikmat na Kajela kilalek ya Kynduh ya Menteri Rangba Kajela Asam Himanta Biswas Sarma hagaba nakaleng jong kini kinong elam kilay keren holor bun kimat badon kam jong ki arthli Kajela badru kaba kamdon kam kaba kini ki Menteri Rangba kilay keren kadai holor kumno benya penbej no ya kajing ya kajia ha ki kapun Hagaba nakaliang jungkini ki arngut ki Menteri Rangba ki laya menjur man sedang ya kejingya keren bat kejingya Kynduh banengkong kan long ha ka arpulai terik menta ubenai hakaba ki arngut ki Menteri Rangba harangkat ki Chief Secretary bat ki officer nakatanat political kinya Kynduh Shushu ula benrabru da kabaong bahagni ka Sngi kin saburu ya katerik bakin beteng ya kejingya keren Nakaliang Conrad Sangma haba keren berkilat patai kebor ula ongru bakani kajingya penbek ya upur usam kamdei kabasuk henrei ngi haban wan kilat kilenti banya penbek no kamkloy
Meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam to again informally discuss on the very important border issue, the boundary issue that we have with Assam. There were certain MLAs from political parties who had accompanied me, and they had accompanied primarily to wish the new Chief Minister of Assam and also to express their concerns about different issues, including the boundary issue. So after a brief meeting with them and after they left the room, the Honorable Assam Chief Minister and myself had a one-to-one meeting for approximately 45 minutes. And in that meeting, we have gone through all the areas of differences and discussed many points in that, which of course, as I said, I don't feel appropriate. I should mention all those details at this point. But what we have decided now is that the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam will be coming to Shillong on 23rd. That is one day before the visit of the Honorable Home Minister, Government of India. And we will be having a brief meeting in the Secretariat or any place that is acceptable to both sides. And we'll be having discussion at a more official level this time. In the meeting, Chief Secretary of Assam and the Additional Chief Secretary or Principal Chief Secretary Home will be present. And from Meghalay's side, Chief Secretary and the Additional Chief Secretary Political will be present. We may have some exchange of presentations and discussions and details. And post that, we will be having an official meeting in Guwahati in the next week. So in that, we will be going with our full team, which, as I said, the dates have not been fixed. The date for that will be most probably fixed on 23rd of this month when Himanta comes to Shillong for the visit of the Home Minister. But during that visit, one day in advance, he will come and, as I said, have a discussion with me and with our senior most officials in the state government to discuss further details at an official level this time on the boundary issue. Beyond that also, a lot of discussions did take place on how we plan to move forward in this. But as I said, it's not the appropriate time to discuss and diverge those points. But we had a very positive meeting. And again, as I mentioned last time also, that we have been discussing this for a very, very long time. And both the sides are keen that we are able to amicably resolve this issue and find a solution that is acceptable. So therefore, we're working on that. I again mentioned that it's not a very, very simple and easy affair, but we are very committed to this and we will work and try our best to find a solution to the boundary issue. Thank you. Allegation or something. It was a reply in the assembly, and when you reply in the assembly, you all know that you have to lay down the facts. In the last 50 years, there could have been situations where there could have been movements from Assam's side, from Meghalaya's side. But what we are here right now to understand and clearly move forward is very simple. That we want to, yes, keep the facts of the past also in front of us, but we need to realize that we need to have a fresh approach to the whole process. And that's why both of us are trying to have a fresh approach. We're trying to find out how we can practically move forward. And past aspects obviously need to be kept in mind. It's not that it's not important, But if we stick too much with the past, we may not be able to move forward in the future. So let's see how we can balance it out. But I mean, as I said, it's a statement he had given in the floor of the House. And as a Chief Minister, when you're replying, or as any minister when you're replying, you have to lay down the facts. So that's what he did. I said it has to be an amicable solution which should be acceptable to both sides. That's my statement that I'm maintaining. We will take the views on board of everybody, but one has to realize that it's not that we will have one meeting and everything will be finalized then. It's a process. So during the process, we will continue to meet everybody and we'll try to resolve and keep everybody's concerns in mind. So it may not be possible that I'll meet everybody before the 23rd. It's obviously not possible, but 23rd is, as I said, a starting point where we will start discussing and meeting, and then it's a process that will take some time to move forward. There could be phases in which we will work it out. So during that course of, or the process of trying to get some kind of a solution to this problem that we've been facing for a long time, we will meet political parties, individuals means stakeholders, whoever are there. Some, I think, documents have been given. I am not very aware of all the details, but obviously as a state and a government, we need to do our homework to the absolute micro so that everything can be taken up in a proper manner. So that homework is being done. I have also started discussing with political parties, so that will be followed by more discussion with other political parties also. There will be field visits that will be done, and there could be joint field visits also that could happen. So all these are on the cards, and as we move along, as I said, we will disclose to all of you how we plan to move forward. But yes, homework needs to be done, and ADCs are important. It's important to take everybody on board. So reports have been taken, and more reports we will get from them. There is no status as such. We have got all the documents that are there from our side, and those documents we have been sharing and and showing and presenting it in different meetings to the Assam side. So there is nothing to hide about that. And based on that only we have mentioned our claims. But again, as I mentioned, this entire approach will require a fresh look to the whole thing, and therefore we will try to balance out between historical facts, the current situation, and the